Hello guys, it's Nick and welcome back to my channel and another video. Today guys, we are at Lavasa city here in Maharashtra. There is such an interesting concept behind this whole place. So basically it's a town that is stylized and designed based on the Italian town of Portofino. So there's like a whole lake promenade I'll show you in a bit. And yeah, not that you can see from this location super well, but it's located in this basically like hilly area with this like huge lake surrounding, and yeah, lots of developments kind of been made around it. However, there's a hugely interesting story is that it's basically an unfinished city or town. I was just reading about why that was, and apparently there's like a mixture of reasons. There was the company that had started to build this place was called Lavasa Corporation, and they faced backlash, you know, from environmentalists about like kind of ruining the landscape, and then they went into bankruptcy. And basically something about the like, because the real estate, like the cost of houses here was so high, and obviously there's nothing like around, like this is in a rural area that they were building this city, so people weren't really buying property here because, you know, I guess like what would people do for work and stuff living in a kind of remote area like this. So it kind of like the whole idea behind the city kind of flopped, and it's so crazy like walking around because you can see the like all of the potential here. Like there's just so many buildings like abandoned, left unfinished, that they didn't get to complete develop, and people do live here obviously, but it's more so now a place people come just to like for a kind of weekend getaway or whatever. And yeah, it's just a really fascinating place. So we haven't been down to the lake yet, so we're going to check that out. But I've been to Italy like 4 times or something, so it was really interesting the drive here because it actually did look like the Mediterranean, like it did look like rural areas that I've been to in Italy. So what, like in terms of the actual like landscape of this place, it actually is really similar to Italy. So it's pretty cool. So even driving around here, there's so many just amazing villas, but like because no one has bought them or anything, they've kind of gone to ruins a bit, and they just look quite, so yeah, it's kind of sad because I imagine if I was the developer, it would just be like have this crazy incredible vision and just have it all come crashing down. So it's very unique place. Also, there was just a sign there and a couple of other signs about that you're not allowed to film here, even for like YouTube and stuff or anything. But then it said to ask for permission, you have to go to this tourist information center, but it's closed. So I don't know if I'm allowed to be filming, but until someone stops, I will think it's okay. And first on our list is to get some food because I'm starving. What are your impressions of Lavasa?
Yeah, it's waste of time.
Well, we haven't seen the lake yet.
Still, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, you know, in comparison to the photos, it's definitely not what we were expecting. But maybe it'll get better. Let's go. Yeah, Utsav was just saying maybe we were too early because it's still like, it's only like 9:30 in the morning, so it's pretty early. And there is like a lot of cafes and stuff here, but they're all closed, so it's hard to know, are they closed because they are closed down, not running, or are they closed because it's early? As well, the drive here was so adventurous because first thing that happened was a dog started chasing us. Okay, it was fair enough, it was like kind of a puppy, so he wasn't like aggressive or anything, but still gave me a fright. And then a farmer was walking his cow, and his cow started chasing us on the bike. Again, very scary. And then a bird flew into Utsav's face while we were driving. So yeah, it was kind of just a bit of a crazy drive here. The drive was nice here though. It was really windy really windy roads all around the lake. But I was surprised because I was expecting like that we would be more in the mountains. Like I thought it was going to be more of a mountainous area than it is, whereas it's actually like on quite, like the whole drive here is pretty flat. But yeah, this is kind of, we've almost reached lake area. There's this little European style bridge. So this seems like the main kind of street, but they're all closed. Here's an English boat, Lebanese. So you can see here like all of these probably like apartments are going to be developed, but construction halted. Really nice villas up there and everything as well. Like I'd say a lot of people maybe buy like holiday homes here and stuff. There were really nice villas up there as well that we passed by up there, and there was one actually like on its side, like it had fallen off the cliff almost. It was wild. Okay, so we just ate at the All American Diner. We literally just chose the first place that we saw was opened. But it's actually quite nice. I had like a mushroom burger and had a tea and a coffee. It was pretty pricey. I feel like everything here is going to be pretty expensive just because of, I suppose, the story as well. Of even the fact that they're able to remain open is quite good. But yeah, it was like 1,000 INR for like a sandwich, burger, and tea and a coffee. So like €10 ish. So pretty pricey, but it was nice and full now. So you can also do water sports here. Not that we would probably do that, but let's see if it's on or what's happening, and let's just walk around. Also, there was a really big university here as well called Christ University, I think, and a lot of the people walking around, they're all wearing like that uniform, so they seem to be from the college. But it was really fancy, really nice university, so I'd say a lot of people from like the surrounding villages come here to study maybe. Yeah, over here also there's a convention centre. It looks not used, obviously. Looks not used, but like huge buildings. Wow. This is nice. Super nice. You can see as well all these apartments up here, like just completely abandoned. Doesn't seem like anyone's living in many of the buildings here. And here's some kayaking going on. But yeah, it's kind of sad because you can really see the potential here. Like, look at this view. And it is really similar to, I haven't been to Portofino to be fair, but to other like Italian kind of areas I've been where there's a lake and like surrounded by hills, it is actually like that. So it would be an amazing location if it was more developed and everything. So yeah, you can really like see the potential of what it has. And the whole promenade is surrounded by these like colourful buildings, similar to Italy, except these are pretty, they kind of look quite run down up close because they're just not maintained. It doesn't seem like anyone's living in them. Maybe only people come and stay in them for tourism, so maybe for a few days or something. So they're not really maintained that well, so they don't really look very like bright. Yeah, so it just kind of seems like a little bit ghost townish. But like, imagine this is like all developed and you're sitting here like having a drink. These big hills in the background, nice lake. Oh yes, let's go to the toilet. Yeah, also now it's like midday, it's like 12, I guess. We thought maybe a lot of the cafes and places are closed because of the time, because it was like morning when we arrived, but everything's still closed, so I guess this is just it. I do wonder what people would do here, like people that are coming here for like more than a day, like what they actually would spend the time doing. I guess just relaxing. I mean, it is a very quiet, really relaxing place, and even though it's not fully developed, it does feel like European-y-ish, so yeah, it is nice. So these are all the like colouredy apartments, villa type things. So you can see, maybe you can't see because it's not too close up, but yeah, like they're pretty, like there's no one living in them, they're just empty. Some of them people are living in, there's some clothes there, but, and here's the water sports. Looks quite peaceful, no? This is the place if you want to go for water sports, and Punjabi cafe. Now crossing this bridge. Those houses look nice, no? They look huge.
They look
Rat holes. So do you own such house? So yeah, the water sports thing was there. I didn't show it because there's like this guy who obviously is running it or whatever, like kept staring, so I felt like maybe he would give out if he saw me recording it. This is also like a little kids water park. Obviously it's not in use now, but yeah. We were just chatting about, like, I would say that the main thing that is keeping this area like going is the university, because like 90% of the people like passing us by are all the college students from that college, so it seems like predominantly that's the kind of people living here, is people from that Christ University. We might in a while go out on the boat. You can see there people are doing the paddle boat thing. Maybe later. It's quite hot right now, so let's like chill for a bit, and maybe when it gets a bit cooler we might do that. But yeah, we just walked to the end. There was a nice kind of like little, it wasn't a garden area, but it had like seats, and if it was like maintained it would be a nice sitting shaded gardeny area. But yeah, because it's not like developed, it wasn't really that, but still nice. Love birds. So the only other kind of food places we see open, this Happy Sandwich place, and there's a Tantos pizza place and ice cream parlor. I think they're the only ones open aside from the diner. I'm not sure you can see, but look at this absolutely massive house. Imagine living there, that'd be so cool. So we are back at the main kind of promenade area again. Imagine sitting on these steps with a nice evening sunset view. Yeah, it's like so much potential of what the place could be. It's sad. Look how nice the view is. It is very pretty. There's just not much to do here. I would love to stay here till like the sunset. I feel like that would be very beautiful. Maybe some of the mist fog will go away. But I don't know if there's enough to sustain us to do around here till the evening time. So, but it definitely is getting more busy now. Like even over at that main promenade area, there's much more people coming. So maybe we were just too early as well. Now we've come to the other end. Doesn't look like too much this way. There's a dosa, Ana dosa, Grupa dosa shop, and yeah, I think we've kind of seen all the main areas of this now. So now we are going back to our bike. There is a place called Dasve Viewpoint. It's like a high point overlooking the whole thing. So I think we will go and find that. It's also like a nature trail, I think, to get to it, I believe. So let's go there and see what it's like. Yeah, it'd be nice. I just wish like there was even some like, I don't know, like restaurant where like you can get a drink and just sit and beside the lake, like some Italian alfresco dining would be so nice. But yeah, you can definitely see the potential of like what the place could have been, or you never know, maybe could still be one day in the future. Maybe someone might come and redevelop it again. But let's go on the bike. Also, there is no petrol pump here, so you have to buy petrol from a grocery shop, like black market petrol. So just note that if you are coming here, to either come with a very full tank or spare petrol, or buy it here. But it is much more expensive here because everything is expensive here. We found some dead snakes. Like what the hell, they're, oh no, is it one? So we have reached Dasve Viewpoint. Wow, look at that bridge. Pretty nice. It's pretty foggy, sun fog or whatever, but it looks pretty. There's a fort about like 30 kilometers away, but it's a bit far. we already traveled like 3 hours from Pune to get to here. So, and there's also a good few dams on the way as well. And we passed a few of them already, but they have quite nice viewpoints as well. Yeah, there's these signs all over this place, not just here but down in the main Lavasa town. It says short-term renting of apartments or villas is prohibited. I thought that was so odd because like it's essentially a like touristy place, you know, people come here for like a day trip or whatever. So why wouldn't you be allowed to rent out your apartment or villa for a short term? Also, we had kind of realized as well, a lot of those coloured buildings that I showed when I was down there, majority they seem to be like student hostels. Honestly, I think the main people living here are the people from that Christ University, so majority like college students and stuff. But yeah, this has been Lavasa City. It was nice. My feedback and thoughts on Lavasa is I think it's a really cool place. Like obviously I did think that there was a bit more here. I knew that it wasn't fully developed and that it was only partially built, but I did expect that even, you know, maybe more like restaurants or places like cafes or, you know, somewhere to have a drink along the lake. I was kind of imagining that type of thing in my head, but most of them seem to be closed down. Yeah, overall it wasn't bad. Like I think if you have been to a lot of places around Pune and Maharashtra and you're looking for like somewhere different to come, I think it's a nice little day out. But in terms of actually spending time here, there's not much to do. Like I'm surprised we're even heading back home this early because there just isn't much to do or like anywhere kind of comfortable to like sit and relax for a few hours. You know, if there was somewhere I would get a drink, get a glass of wine, I would definitely do that, but there isn't really anywhere to kind of like just sit and chill and do something like that. So it's just like a bit of an odd place. Like it's cool, but it's kind of odd. It's like has so much potential. Like it's just such an amazing beautiful view, and like the landscape, it really is actually similar to Italy. Like even behind me you can see it's like kind of like that Mediterranean kind of dried grass type look, you know what I mean, which is different to like a lot of Maharashtra. It would be like very green. So this has been our Lavasa trip. We're going to start the journey back home now. It's about 3 hours back as well. Even just the drive here and back in of itself was like so fun. I loved the journey. It was really cold in the morning. It was absolutely freezing on the bike. We left at like 7 a.m. so if you are coming and leaving early, probably you will know better than me to bring a coat or like a heavy jumper, but it was freezing. I feel like I've touched on everything, but it is a really cool place. It's like definitely very unique. Like I definitely haven't seen anywhere like this so far in India, and I think the concept of it is so cool. And yeah, Chalo, let's go home. What are your thoughts on Lavasa city?
It was okay. Not very good.
Is it worth coming to?
Yeah, if you want to do some photo shoot, then you will have some location for that.
Yeah, it has nice views.
But other than that, nothing is here.
Yeah, there is nothing here. So yeah, conclusion is it's a scenic, pretty place in terms of the landscape, but not quite what I expected. And it also doesn't look the same as the photos, to be completely honest.
The same as the photos.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it's if in photos it is 10, in real it is 3.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, so that is it for this Lavasa vlog. I will put in some clips of the journey home as well, some scenic bits that we see on the way. And I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will love you forever, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. You were just waving. Bye.